Taipan originally started in 2002 under the name of Queensland Hose and Fittings to manufacture hydraulic hose tails. So in 2006 we shut the manufacturing down and started sourcing from overseas, and from that day it turned the business around completely. So we then started distributing all around Australia. When I first started there was 4 of us, to now that there's I think 72 of us, so company has grown and changed. Our old system we'd been on for 7 years. It was server based, so you could only access it through remote desktop, which made it a real struggle when you weren't in the building. We had Ostendo, which looked after our customers and inventory. That synced into Sage Pastel Evolution, which looked after the suppliers and the general ledger. And then we had VisiPay that was looking after the payroll. So every time we wanted to process a payment or something like that, we had to sync the systems together. So very manual.
Taipan were using an existing ERP system. They were struggling with the scale, the growth that they were seeking to deliver to their customers in terms of service. So AfterDark very early on recognised this, and through several discussions and understanding what the current system was capable of and what it wasn't, identified that there was an opportunity to move to a cloud-based system, an ERP such as Wise.
We decided to go with Wise because out of the box it ticked a lot of our requirements. Having AfterDark do the research for us and recommend it gave us the confidence that it was the right system for us. Then knowing that it was a Microsoft product meant that we knew that it was going to be stable and that there would be lots of support and ongoing improvements, which that gave us the confidence. Being cloud-based too meant that we could use it anywhere we were, which was a great bonus after being stuck on a server for so long. So from, I think, saying that we were going to change to Wise to when we went live was about 9 weeks.
In particular, the Taipan go live day included connectivity to their stackers, which are advanced picking systems. Now, with other ERPs, these are generally phase 2 or beyond, or even promises. They might happen one day. One of the great drivers was to make sure these systems were well connected to the ERP from day one. By looking at the full Microsoft platform that Taipan were already using, we identified that Wise would be a really good fit. It complemented their existing environment. The tools they use every day, Excel, Outlook, are part of the Wise platform naturally. So for staff to pick up the Wise system from day one, it was absolutely very simple.
I find the Wise process is very user-friendly. It's so accessible, especially when you're looking at items for more specialised items, because you can attach notes, you can put photos in, you can put all the dimensions straight into Wise, and you don't need to jump to several screens. You can see it all compact. They can go into the system and they have confidence in the data that's in the system and the fact that it's live. So if I adjust anything, like this morning I adjusted some shipping dates, and within half an hour I got a call from the operations manager going, oh, these dates have changed. Normally you have to wait till the next day, but we've got full visibility, it's live, and people can access it and make decisions rather than, oh, we'll wait till it feeds through.
In my role when we had Ostendo, one of the things that we had an issue with was bill of materials in behind our part numbers. Moving into Wise, we've been able to set it out in a way that we can access the bill of materials really easy, and along with our AfterDark team, we've been able to set it out that we can have our crew easily read it and make the products to what they need to be. One of the other benefits is the ease of use we've had with the palm units that we're starting to get in, being able to access it on things like tablets as well, where within the warehouse we can walk around with a tablet. We can use Excel spreadsheets while we're putting stock away and import it straight into Wise, which are things that we couldn't previously do.
We've started off with basic warehousing and now we're moving ourselves towards the advanced warehousing. So we can see that we're using a system that can calculate what our replenishment numbers are, making sure that we're doing our cycle counts on time, making sure that we're following through from sales order to invoice correctly, that we can track where stock movements are and knowing that it's exactly where it is when it is as well.
So I was involved in monitoring and almost forecasting the cash flow for a lot of our international imports. In Wise, it feels like a more financially correct process because we can enter the supplier's invoice and then apportion the goods straight from there. So there's no double handling and calculating off to the side, which I think overall makes for a more accurate process with less double handling.
Today we're working towards improvements. It's allowing us, we're opening a new branch in Adelaide next year as well, so we know we can keep growing and the system is there to support the growth.